tiny island with a global impact. President Trump's eyes are fixed on Iran's Kharg Island, the backbone of oil exports. This strategic location in the Persian Gulf has suddenly grabbed America's attention. For weeks, the island remained untouched, but now Trump is weighing options around the island, because this small strip of land could reshape the entire war. Just 25 kilometers off Iran's coast sits a small island with enormous power, Kharg Island. Despite its tiny size, it is Iran's primary oil export hub. Nearly 90% of the country's crude exports pass through its terminals. Massive storage tanks, pipelines from mainland oil fields and deep water jetties allow the island to load up to 7 million barrels of oil every day. The facility has been the backbone of Iran's oil trade since the 1960s. And in a country heavily dependent on energy revenues, Kharg Island is not just infrastructure, it is the lifeline of the Iranian economy. Reports suggest that the Trump administration is examining military options around the island. But why now? The timing is crucial. If the United States or Israel disrupt Kharg's oil terminals, Iran's ability to sell crude could collapse almost overnight. Oil revenue is the government's financial backbone funding its military, regional allies, and war operations. By targeting the island, Trump can hit the regime where it hurts the most, its wallet. Iran has already witnessed strikes on nuclear facilities, missile bases, and military installations. But energy infrastructure like Kharg have largely been avoided. That's because the island sits dangerously close to the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the world's most important oil choke points. Any disruption here could rattle global energy markets. Oil prices could spike dramatically, tanker traffic could stall, and the entire Persian Gulf could become an energy battlefield. Destroying the facility could also provoke Iran to retaliate against oil infrastructure across the Gulf. A disruption at Kharg could push crude prices sharply higher and strain relations with China, which buys the overwhelming majority of Iranian oil. For Trump, the risk of triggering a full-scale energy crisis has kept Kharg off the target list. Kharg Island may soon determine which way the conflict proceeds. Disabling it could cripple Iran's economy and starve the regime of the money needed to sustain the war. But the consequences could reach far beyond Iran. A strike here could ignite a regional energy crisis and push oil prices soaring worldwide. The Kharg Island has become one of the most strategic pressure points in the entire Middle East conflict.